The question is The Boys Season 4 gonna end with a bang or with a little whimper?
A bang.
I agree with you. It's going to be a pretty big bang, especially after the last week and what's happened in the world. The way this story has been directing to go with what's just happened in the last few days, it may just be a little too on the nose.
Yeah, it's actually making me feel a bit uncomfortable.
It may be a bit too on the ear. Let's say that.
On the ear.
Yeah. I just don't know exactly how they're going to be able to tie this up and not cause a lot of problems, because if it wasn't for what happened, I would say, hey, it's going in that way and that's how it is. But now, this looks a little bit,
Life imitating art.
And we're going to get to that in a second. But we got to do fact of the day. Page number 238, fact number
4.
The statue of Winston Churchill in Parliament Square is electrified to stop pigeons perching on its head. That's what you have to do. Keep the pigeons away. You don't want the pigeon mafia involved, all right? They're too dangerous.
Very dangerous.
The murder pigeons are on a rampage right now, killing other pigeons, killing rats, killing squirrels. I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Unbelievable stuff. Next thing you know, pigeons are going to be fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I just don't know. I don't know. Hey, NarendraTheComic
Nonsense.
And we're quickly going to be talking about The Boys Season 4 and our predictions, most importantly, for the end of the season. We're not going to talk about whether we think the show's been good, whether we think the show's been bad, because we'll put that in our season review. But right now, we're just going to say how we think this show's going to wrap up. So Nonsensei had an idea about the shapeshifter. What was that, Nonsensei?
So the shapeshifter, from the moment we saw them, stabbed Huey a little bit, and I thought immediately, shapeshifter's got his blood. Maybe by using the genetic material, they can shapeshift.
Yeah. The thing is, Nonsensei told me her idea about Huey's blood, and that's how this shapeshifter's gonna get into Huey and be able to take on Huey's person. And I said, Nonsensei, did you just forget what just happened in the last, 2-3 minutes? They just had a bit of a romper-bumper time. They had a bit of fun.
You know what?
And it just went over your head like, she cut him! That means she's gonna be actually taking on his blood so she can take on his body and shapeshift into them. I said they just went and had some nighttime fun.
There was such a wow, disgusting power factor from the skin ripping that I thought, oh, if that's how she takes off her skin, she can rip away the hand where Huey's blood got on and put it in a bag for later.
But what was it? Overthinking.
I overthought
You're just
it.
overthinking. Sometimes you need to just pare it back a little bit and just look at what's going on in front of you, in which case they were getting it on.
They were getting it on.
Like Donkey Kong. So now she can turn into Huey, and that is going to cause a problem in the finale, because now this shapeshifter, who's going to potentially take out the president on January 6th, the day of the inauguration, is going to be shapeshifting as the entire team of the boys. She's going to be Huey. She's going to be Starlight. She gonna be Butcher, she gonna be MM, she gonna be Chemical, she gonna be Frenchie.
Yep.
And they're gonna be looking about like, wait, I just saw you like a minute ago on that side. How are you here? It's like, oh, I'm here now.
And Butcher is gonna be the one to be like, oi, you weren't here. Sit down, Billy, sit down. Take a rest. And he's gonna be like, you fucking cunt.
Whoa! That's a double F. I don't think I've ever done a double F. I'm gonna have to do a double bark.
Oh no,
I've never double barked ever.
I'm mimicking Billy Butcher here.
But that's the situation. It's gonna be a game of Hugh. Get what I did there? Not who's who, Hugh's Hugh. At the end of the day, it's gonna be Huey, I feel, who's gonna be caught red-handed as the person doing the deed on the day.
Thing is, you have to remember, these guys were on Interpol a couple of seasons ago, and now it's gonna be like, oh, they were international terrorists. Now they work for the CIA. Now they're trying to
And Huey also worked for the VP now as well.
And he worked for the VP.
So how do you vet these people?
But nonetheless, this plan is going to come to pass, and there's going to be some shenanigans.
Is A-Train getting got? I don't know. I think he's actually safe until next season now. And he's going to come back round as a player with Maeve as well in season 5.
I disagree. I think there's going to be a shot taken, and A-Train's going to get in the way and do the hero play to save the president.
He's going to double back, because he's already cut out his chip, so they don't know where he is.
This would be the hero's death. Now he's actually reached the culmination of his character
That would be
growth.
very, very good arc work there. Because he's definitely had a really, really big shift from who he was to where he is now. And you could say the Deep has also changed significantly over the last 2 or 3 seasons, where now he's actually become a realized version of Homelander Light. But then we get on to the big one, the big reveal here. And that is Billy Butcher's suit power to actually kill other soups?
possible.
Because in my mind, when these certain people get their suit powers, it is an instance where the power kind of fits the person in some ways. Just like with Huey's dad. Someone who just got looked past. Someone who was almost invisible. And then his power was phasing through things.
In and out.
Not being seen. And I think that might be the situation with Butcher because his whole thing is, what? I want to kill Soups.
I want to kill Soups.
I want to get him got. And that might be it.
I see it. I don't know whether we're going to actually understand that reveal until next season, though. There are going to be question marks at the end of this season, and we're not going to even touch upon that until next season.
But is Billy Butcher then going to get got in this final episode?
No.
Of season 4.
No, he's surviving. There's
He's
only one more
surviving,
season.
and the actual worm thing in him isn't gonna kill him. It's actually a parasite keeping him alive, I'm thinking.
I think so. And it's just that rage that's been inside of him now that's slowly twisting its way into love because he actually has faith in Ryan. But that's going to break him down because if he is the I want to kill all Soups guy, that includes Ryan.
But it also includes himself.
It does also include
Which
himself.
is why I think he's gonna get got, whether it's of his own accord or by somebody else's, but he's getting gone because it is the only thing that serves the character. Because yes, the Ryan situation with Ryan actually potentially being a good individual, having a good set of morals, is there to be seen. But at the same time, if he gets slightly the wrong influence, he could very easily become Homelander 2.0.